We the examples, we who we said we was, never faked it. Ones who were jury they couldn't play with, the ones who stayed rich. Details of my revolutionary ways probably get studies of CIA shit. Who has true power? Brothers lit the cash, gas them up. Lit a piece of ass, drive them crazy, that's nasty stuff. Notice how it's growing, only suckers are gutless. Get a little money and turn into Uncle Ruckus. This ain't a stupid cartoon, no. I'm the truth, but you know. Now you feel like you Anthony Supply, troll you not though. Money bought you some...
Nas or Jim Jones?
I see where Jim Jones is coming from. Like, I can see him, because if you're looking at the algorithms now, I can see where he's coming from. But you can't take the legendary status that what Illmatic has done. Just Illmatic. Illmatic itself has birthed Mobb Deep, has birthed Capone and Noriega, has birthed so many other people.
Like I looked it up to see like who gets searched more in 2025. It's still Nas. It is still Nas by a long shot.
It's hard to beat Nas.
Okay, streaming wise, Nas has about 9.1 million monthly Spotify listeners, while Jim Jones clocks in around 875,000. The Google-based searches, Nas gets between 200 and 300,000 searches a month globally. Jim Jones gets 40 to 70,000 searches.
We all know that Nas wins. The fact that we're even having this conversation, that's a win for Jim Jones.
You are now in tune with 050.
See you next. 50's mad because let Jimmy talk tough and he ain't answer back. How you let that fake blood talk to you like that? Somebody gotta pay or no more jet flights back to first class.
Jimmy ain't tough, Jimmy ain't like that. How you let the crack baby say you smoke crack?
Murder, wrap 'em up, it's a motherfucking rap. Don't make me have to get the strap. I'm calling Cam. Come get your mans. And Bleak better not even speak. Fucking Jay-Z fan. 50's mad because let Jimmy talk tough and he ain't answer back. How you let that fake blood talk to you like that? But somebody gotta pay or no more jet flights back to first class.
Jimmy ain't tough, Jimmy ain't like. How you let the crack baby say you smoke crack?
Murder, wrap 'em up, it's a motherfucking rap. Don't make me have to get the strap.
I'm calling Cam. Come get your mans. And Bleak better not even speak.
Fucking Jay-Z fan.
Put it in the comment section.
You are now in tune with 050. The move.
Jimmy thinks he big and small's kicking in doors. Nigga breaking entry is against the law. You must wanna go to jail, rent free in the pen. A lot of members in the joint go bang on them. Don't bang my door no more. No more. I told Sam call Cam. He knows how to get rid of you. Matter of fact, get the strap, I'ma do it myself. Jimmy, I'm so sick of you. You're gonna pay for the doors you kicked in. How you got all those friends, but they can't pitch in. Everything you broke, boy, you're gonna fix them. I'ma kick your ass. Jimmy, go get my cash.
Jimmy get 50 his money.
Jimmy, get my cash. Jimmy, go get my cash. Jimmy, go get my cash.
Man, this is embarrassing. Rent's due.
my name and go viral. I'm the savior, write me a Bible. All these fake rappers, you being lied to. Screaming gangster, who gave you that title? You never been shot at, shot back. Nigga, what? Homeboy, you just hide in the house out of sight, type on keyboards. Oh boy, nigga, please. You get shot, then run to the cops. You not like me. I'm a G. You take threats, then call the feds. You not like me. Like me. I need you not like me. You not like me. You see ops and run to the cops. You not like me. You ain't got a brick or a block. You not like me. Make it hot, them bodies drop. You not like me, no, you not like me. You see ops and run to the cops, you not like me. You ain't got a brick or a block, you not like me. Make it hot, them bodies drop, you not like me, no, you not like me. It's the unit, G-Unit, G-Unit. It's the unit, G-Unit, G-Unit. I'm the man, I heard I'm supposed to die tonight. That ain't in God's plan, yeah. Read the ghetto Quran, nigga, your life's on the line, blood. Cause I be popping them things, what up gangsta, I'm a rider. Hit you up, then pick a state to slide to. I still kill, I can't give homicide up. These niggas cap, trust me, they ain't like us. No, nigga, please. You get shot, then run to the cops, you not like me. I'm a G. You take threats, then call a feds. You not like me. Like me or not. You not like me. No, not like me. You see ops and run to the cops. You not like me. You ain't got a brick or a block. You not like me. Make it hot, the bodies drop. You not like me, no, you not like me. You see ops and run to the cops, you not like me. You ain't got a brick or a block, you not like me. Make it hot, the bodies drop, you not like me, no, you not like me.
Top 5
Rappers?
Yeah.
Are you want me to say you?
Nah.
Got a little problem, a tiny one. Somebody tipping police on where to find me, son. Shit's about to get ugly. Think I'm the one. 1 minute they telling jokes, next minute they buying guns. I know how you dudes get down in the A. Niggas with switches, y'all gays.
Anybody heard from Tip? It's been a while since he said some shit. I might have to diss him,
Cause I miss him. Somebody please check on T.I. It's kinda quiet. I think that he died.
Hold up! Is it me or does Lloyd Banks' son look like he already has bars? Okay, little bro, we listening.
Everybody been throwing shots at 50 Cent right now. It's getting loud and messy real quick. But when it comes to Maino, this situation hitting way different, and you can feel it. Because when Maino spoke on running into Nas, that wasn't just some random story. Nah, that felt personal. You can tell he got a lot bottled up inside.
Would I stop defending you? It's not even a defense or hanging with you because you might have said you was better than Nas.
Can I ask you a question, Jim? Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then, as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols.
When I seen Nas, you say, "I'm gonna get your man Jones," and he smiled. He said, "I'm just
Enough with Nas, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
When we walking around, we gotta relive your comments on these people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When he seen Nas, he like, oh man, Jim crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be more mindful.
Don't be.
It's already up
Don't
now.
be for me.
Yeah.
Don't be. Be your natural self. Be who you is. I ain't nobody gonna make no excuses for that. Be who you are. I accept things for what it is. Sometimes, listen, when you don't, I like to pick a side, because if you don't pick a side, the side gonna get picked for you anyway.
Like something been bothering him for a minute now, and it's starting to show heavy. If you really watch his recent interviews and podcast appearances, it's all over his face. Something ain't right. And let's be real. Once you start moving with someone like Jim Jones, you don't just get the spotlight, you inherit all the drama that comes with it. That means beef, tension, and problems you didn't even start. It's straight collateral damage when you tied in with someone who talks reckless just to go viral, not even thinking about how it affects the people around him. And that's where it gets risky, because chasing viral moments might bring attention, but it can also drag your whole team into situations they never signed up for. At this point, it feels like they getting way too comfortable in this content game, like they know exactly what gets reactions, and they leaning into it hard. Because let's be honest, people want the chaos, they want the drama, and they feeding off every second of it. Now, here's the real talk. Everybody likes to think they running things, like they really that one, but this content game don't work like that anymore. What you seeing now is the same guests hopping from platform to platform, answering the same questions over and over, and honestly, giving the audience nothing new but recycled energy. And that's the problem, because when you got a platform like the Let's Rap About It podcast, you're not just talking to one crowd, you reaching multiple audiences at once. So now you got to speak for everybody, both outside and inside the circle, especially in Maino's position. That means you can't hold back, whether it's Maino, Joe Budden, or Jadakiss. People starting to realize what the audience really wants. They want honesty, they want transparency, they want that real talk with no filter. Because at the end of the day, the audience is the one keeping everything alive. But here's where it shifts. When it comes to Jim Jones, he ain't playing it safe at all. He took a whole different route, like, I'm gonna say the most outlandish stuff possible and make everybody tap in. And let's be honest, it worked. He understood the algorithm before everybody else was even paying attention. He knew if you wild enough, loud enough, and bold enough, people gonna stop scrolling and listen no matter what. Now, this where it gets real messy. Everybody wanna take credit for saying something wild just to grab attention for the moment, but not everybody ready for what comes after that. Because when Jim Jones started talking crazy, comparing himself to Nas as an MC, that's when things went left real fast. And then boom, Maino runs into Nas after all that talk. You already know that moment had pressure behind it, but instead of switching up, Maino stood on loyalty, like he riding with his guy no matter what. Now that sounds solid on paper, but let's be real, some situations just can't be defended. When talk gets that bold, that disrespectful, it puts everybody around you in a weird spot. And shout out to Change the Game TV too. They've been going crazy with the clips, shorts, all that content. They really locked in with what's moving right now, and you gotta respect that grind. But here's the thing people don't say out loud. Everybody watching everything. Don't let the silence fool you. People be acting like they don't see what's going on, but they peeking, they listening, they calculating every move. And that's why this hits harder, because when your own guy got you out here looking wild, saying you on Nas level, come on now. That ain't something you can spin or defend in any way. That just sounds crazy, and everybody knows it. Look, loyalty is one thing, and yeah, being solid with your people matters, no doubt. But when it comes to real talk about skill, lyricism, and levels, you gotta keep it honest. Comparing Jim Jones to Nas like they on the same level, come on. That's night and day. That's apples and oranges. That ain't even close. And this exactly why you gotta watch what you say when people tie to your name. Because once you speak wild like that, it don't just affect you. It spills onto everybody around you. Like Fabulous pointed out, now when people see each other, that energy gonna be different. You can't ignore it, because now it's like, hold up, wasn't your guy just talking crazy about Nas? that changes everything. Especially when you know Fab got a solid relationship with Nas, and even Maino moves in similar circles too. Now those connections don't feel the same anymore, even if nobody says it out loud. Because let's be real, drama don't just disappear. It's gonna show up one way or another. Maybe it's subtle, maybe it's quiet, but it's there. That handshake, that dab, yeah, it might still happen, but it ain't gonna feel the same. It's gonna be quick, a little awkward, like aight, respect, and keep it moving. That tension don't just vanish like that. At the end of the day, people gotta understand, once you say something on these platforms, it's out there forever. No taking it back. This ain't no private convo. This is content that lives online, replayed over and over again. And yeah, these are respected MCs. So there's still a level of understanding, especially with Nas. He not the type to react reckless, but the fans, that's a whole different story. They live for this and they gonna react instantly, no hesitation. Now just imagine this. Jim Jones runs into Nas one-on-one just randomly outside. You already know how that's gonna go. Jim probably gonna laugh it off like, my bad, but deep down, he gonna feel that pressure heavy. Because let's be real, that moment gonna hit awkward fast. Same type of energy when things get uncomfortable out of nowhere, like when situations flip and you gotta stand on what you said. That's why you gotta move smart in this content game, because once it's recorded, it's locked in forever. Ain't no deleting how people felt when they heard it the first time. Even lessons from the past warned about this, like what Elijah Muhammad told Malcolm X. Be careful what you say when cameras and mics are on. So yeah, that's how this whole situation playing out right now. What y'all think? Was Jim doing too much or just playing the game how it's meant to be played? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe to Dripzine, like, share, and hit that hype button to help the channel grow.